To begin with, it is very hard not to smirk at any movie which requires an actor to deliver a line which is, I've loved you since Casablanca, particularly when the film has made such a big play of actually trying, I know it's a Casablanca setting, but it's kind of referring back to Casablanca in such a way. And there is an awful lot about Allied that risks audience smirkery, and there right from the very beginning. You sort of rather diplomatically said, that we see them, we meet these two people. They're special operations executive agents. They're incredibly glamorous. They're unbelievably good looking, and they're in these settings that are unbelievably glamorous, unbelievably good looking. And then you said to him, "You agree?" And he went, "Well, because what's inherent in that was a kind of criticism, which is that the whole thing looks a little bit cheesy and a little bit like a movie." I mean, what's peculiar is, he said in that interview, it's inspired by a true story, and yet, frankly, none of this ever rings true. No matter what the inspiration may be, it absolutely rings like a complete work of confection. And also in that interview, he said, it's a universal theme. I mean, it's only a universal theme in as much as it's like those old Universal movies from the 1940s, which it's trying to ape. I mean,
you do feel as though there's an original with Dickie Attenborough and Googie Withers somewhere that you've missed. Did I miss that? No. This is brand new.
Well, because the really weird thing is that all the way through when it's kind of making these references to Casablanca, the thing that it reminded me of was there's this Sidney Pollack film, I think it's from 1990, called Havana, which is Robert Redford and Lena Olin, which is basically a movie which is trying to be Casablanca but being in Havana. And when I was watching this, I kept thinking, this isn't even not Casablanca, it's not even Havana, despite the fact that Brad Pitt appears to be morphing into a younger Robert Redford. It was
not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing, but on the other hand, it's like you're sort of too removed from the original. So in terms of, you said there's an incredible chemistry between Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard on screen. I disagree. Actually, one of the problems that I had with it was it's not just that I didn't believe in their characters as anything other than movie stars. I didn't believe in their relationship, so much so that I felt that the film was having to construct. I mean, there is a scene which is just the cheeseometer goes up to 110, which is the swirly romance in the sandstorm scene, in which the sand is swirling and the car is swirling and the camera is swirling, and you just feel like Robert Zemeckis, just make everything swirl. I need some stuff. I need some tension between them. Just swirl and throw some sand at them. It's not a film in which understatement is not a film in which you went, I know, let's really soft pedal this. But it really felt like the film having to sort of, fill in those gaps. The thing that's peculiar is that throughout his career, Zemeckis has been a very nimble filmmaker. I mean, when he was talking there about going between different genres, which he absolutely has done. He's done science fiction, he's done comedy, he's done, and in every single one, he's proved himself malleable and mercurial, and he's somebody who very early on understood how to utilize special effects, right from the feather falling down in Forrest Gump at the beginning. I remember watching, how have they done? Oh, it's a special effect. I didn't realize it was a special effect. This, however, feels heavy on its feet. It feels wooden. It feels clunky. It feels like a film which is trying to sort of ape the charm of films from a lost age, that Hollywood glamour that you're talking about, but doing it in a way which feels terribly sort of awkward and without natural swing to it. There are also some real scenery chewing from the supporting cast. Some absolutely, just excuse me, hand me the side of that desk. So whilst even in that clip you played, so whilst I'm tearing you off a strip, I may, because this is the character that I am.
And the medical procedure, can we say that?
Yeah,
the wartime medical procedure. At that point, you go, this is
you've gone into the realms of the silly. So I mean, it's not without a certain amount of charm. But would you like cheese with that, sir?
Cheese and a glass of cheap champagne. I think it does have a certain.
The cheap champagne served by Sailor, the 70s pop group.